losing for the brain on. Southside nigga with everything on. Shots fire making nigga run, man.
Alright, so what's your question?
That was very inspirational.
Huh?
That was inspirational, Pastor Woods.
You know what I mean? Cross. You know what I mean? Holy Spirit came on time.
It did. It did. You had the same mannerisms in your videos too. Like
It is what it is. I mean, number one, it's tough being yourself.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then add on to the stigmas of what it means to be black, what it means to be a woman, what it means to be a black woman who is a lesbian, what it means. You know what I mean? Like it's before you even get out the bed, you already have strikes against you.
Right.
So it's like, do you want to get out of bed and just think about those strikes, or do you want to get out and think negatively? I'm not saying that negativity is never on people's minds when they face it, but like, can you still be you even though people want to put those strikes on you?
Right.
You know, and that's tough. It's tough, and it takes a long time to find that peace, and some people never find that peace.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I always try to reach out to those who really are wanting peace in their life.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because that's what I think God is. You know, He's the peace within the midst of all the shit that we have to go through.
Mm-hmm.
So,
ultimate love.
That's why, like I said, I want to leave behind. So,
okay, Pastor.
All right. So, what's your question?
What are the origins of your alias?
My alias?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm trying to think. I got Woody. I got Udiu. Okay, so Woody, my aunt Nisi gave me that name. When I was born, she called me Woody, and that's it. That's that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I asked her why did she call me Woody, and you know, she said, I don't know, it just came to me. All right, but I will say, like, the story of how I got my government name, Rashawn, spelled Rashion.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Jewish name.
Really?
Yeah. It means teacher or rabbi.
Mm-hmm.
So I learned that because to be like a Lutheran pastor, well, to be a pastor at all, I don't know how other faiths do it, but you have to go through like these rigorous like loopholes, and one of them is like you have to go see a psychiatrist, you know, and talk about things, and then they'll let the Senate know, that's like the head church, know whether or not you all there enough to be a pastor. So the psychiatrist I went to go see, he was like really big on names, and he was like, I think your name is fascinating. I never seen a name like this. Okay. He's like, and I want to know, you know, where your name comes from. So for my next session, he broke it down like where my name came from. It was Jewish. It meant teacher or rabbi. Yeah. So I went to my mom and I said, Mom, like, why did you name me Rashawn? This is what I found out. And she was like, well, in my dream, some guy came to me. He was like all white. And he was glowing. And he told me to name you Rashawn, and he spelled it out for me. I was like, what?
Yes. Wow.
And I was like, really? And she was like, yeah, like it was. She was like, you were about. She's like, I just got pregnant. I was like maybe a month into my pregnancy, and that's what. Yeah, that's what, you know. Now my mom's older sister, my aunt Tootsie, she calls me Udiu. I don't know why she called me Udiu, but yeah, she called me Udiu. I remember one time I was in high school, and my friends and I went out to the mall, and all of a sudden I hear, Udiu, that you? And I turned around.
I'm like, what the hell?
As soon as I heard Udiu, I turned around, and my friend Jessica was like, Udiu? I was like, fuck. I was like, yeah, Tootsie pulled this up. Like, I'm with my friends. Like, you that was me call me Udi you with our friend. She's like, I don't care damn who you. I'm always gonna call you Udi you. She said out loud in the middle of Boscov's.
This random.
Yeah, like,
and of course,
so like the whole time my friends were like, "What up, Udi? Oops."
oh,
I like, yo, shut that shit up. Shut that shit up. This is a family thing. Don't say it no more. And I mean, as soon as I heard Udi you, I just turned around. It was her. It was like instant. So it was it's like, what the hell? So that's the origins of mine.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are yours?
Mine's is L, Liz, and Adama. Actually, when I lived when I lived at home with when I was growing up with my stepfather and my mom and my brothers, we wasn't in the church. We started out as in Islam, then graduated to this other thing. I don't want to say cult. It was just more so a spiritual thing. Like the teacher of it, he focused more so on eating right. So like year after year, we would like cut back. Like you said, okay, you can't eat pork, so we would eat everything other than pork. Then he said you can't eat beef. Then we, go to chicken. Then like you can't eat chicken, and then we'll like he gradually made suggested for everybody to eat right. And my stepfather, he was on it. So he was like, oh, he said this is then the third, so we're not gonna do this and then the third. So we was always eating right. Always went to class. What? Always went to class. So during that time, we had to pick our own name. So my brother picked Suleiman. My mom picked Dora. My stepfather already picked his name, and my stepbrother already had his name picked. So mine was I picked Adama.
Adam?
Adama.
Adama?
Yep, Adama. Adama, it was so long because I seen it in the book we used to study, and it means as ground or earth. I don't know. Out of all the names, that I really like that name. I said because it's not Adam. I was like Adama. I like that. I just picked that. And oh look, needing to be red, referring to the ruddy color of human skin. Wow. Yeah. You see red, and the sun be having red skin. But I'm just saying, I didn't pick it because of that, but I just for some reason I was going to.
Yeah, you were filling yourself with that knowledge.
I was really into the books. We had study sessions at home. He would make us study all the time. Even when I was on punishment, I was studying. So yeah, that was the name I picked. And Liz was from somebody who called me because of my smart ass mouth. They called me Demon Seed and Lizzie Borden, and I'm like, Lizzie Borden, who the fuck is that? I'm like,
you know Lizzie?
I didn't know, but it was around the time, when Eminem and all that stuff was, that type of rap was going on, and I was still rapping around that time. So I was like, oh, I like that name, and I ended up sticking with Lizzie. I was like performing with that name, and then after all the years, I'm like, all right, well, I can't keep this name going, so I just shortened it to L. What do you want? You're not going outside. This motherfucker will be up from 6 o'clock in the morning, begging for me to let him out. I'll leave him out there from 6:30 till right now. And he wants to go back out because he's been in sleeping. Yeah, those are my aliases. But what's your question?
All right. What important lesson did a close relative teach you?
My mom taught me selflessness. Me and Robert will always do. Like in some sort of way, we always give. And we always see Mom always give. That is just something within her. Selflessness, patience, And yeah, it was just selflessness and patience and just love. That was just her. That's just her being herself. Just I don't know. I get emotional talking about my mom.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's been like what 3-4 years now. She passed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that must be tough. Or you only get one. I mean, you only get one mom.
Yeah, and I wasn't always around. I wasn't always at the house. I didn't want to be at the house like that because me and my stepfather didn't get along like that. But I
Mm-hmm.
would always go to family dinners because she wanted me to go to the family dinners. I did that, you know. But with her being gone, like I wish I was around her. I wish I was around her more.
Mm-hmm. I think well, one close and one that really wasn't close. Like the one that was close was my Aunt Betty. We call her Do Rabbit. And
Rabbit.
Do Rabbit, yeah. I'll send you a picture how she was so when she died, like you had at her. I didn't go to her funeral because I couldn't see her in the casket because I love my Aunt Betty. I just couldn't. But at the same time, I kind of regret it. But I do go to her grave and talk to her sometimes.
Mm.
But she taught me because I had to go to church with her all the time, and she would put like these stockings on me, but she would like pinch my legs at the same time. Like I didn't understand why that she would do that, but she taught me to always not question, but always seek deeper in my relationship with God.
Really?
Yeah, like when I used to go to church with her, I was always kicked out of Sunday school. Miss Johnson was oh my God, he was a bitch. Yeah. I was always kicked out. But at the same time, I would do shit to get kicked out so I can go. Because to me, like Sunday school with her, I wasn't really learning anything. And if you got a question wrong, like, yo, she'll put you down and shit. Like why aren't you reading the Bible 24/7? Like, we're little kids. You know what I mean?
Right. What do you mean?
You know what I mean? Like at one time, she asked this girl Keisha, like, who parted the Red Sea, and she said Jesus, and Miss Johnson went the hell off, right? And she's like, ain't your mom teaching you anything about the Bible when you go home? I can't be teaching y'all all this without your parents helping me out.
So it wasn't your fault you got kicked out. It was her.
So I stood up and said, you know what, Miss Johnson, my mom said that Jesus is the answer to all our problems. Let's go, Keisha. Because Keisha was crying and shit. Like, we're little kids. We're 7 years old. What the fuck, Miss Johnson?
Oh my God.
Yo, so I would go to the adult Bible study, and that's where I would feel more as if I was learning from God. You know what I mean? There were complex. It was just there were complex, like, theology going on, but at the same time, I understood.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, either I was standing up to, if I was standing up to, Miss Johnson, I got kicked out. But then when I didn't want to really be in there, yeah. Like the one time, my Aunt Betty gave me like $2, $1 for offering, and then $1 to go get candy after church.
Mm-hmm.
So I pulled out my $2, but I only put $1 in the offering plate, and when the offering plate was done, she would put it on top of the bookshelf, whatever, right? So Corey next to me talking about, she came back in the room. Oh, Rashawn didn't put all her money in the offering, right? No. She caught me. No. She made, yeah. That's what he said, right? And she was like, you got more money? And I said, yeah. Yo, yo, she was a fucking bully, yo. Like, she was like, you got more money? Are you cheating God?
I'm a fucking kid. I'm a freak.
I was like, my aunt better give me $2, one for outfit, one for candy. Okay? She's like, put it in there. I'm like, oh. So I take it out my shoe and put it in there, right? And she left the room. So I was like, fuck this shit. I'm get my candy money back, right? So so I climbed the bookshelf and got my exact dollar, because my dollar had a red like marker on it. I got my dollar back, right? So I'm climbing back down the bookcase, and she comes over there and she's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I was like, I'm getting my dollar back. I was like, I told you this dollar is for candy, and it's my dollar. Ain't nobody else's dollar. It's my dollar. She's like, you trying to rob God?
Right.
I said, rob God. God got everything.
Right.
I just got a damn dollar.
Get out.
She had my ear like this and walking me out the door. Let me tell you, my Aunt Betty shut church down that day. My Aunt Betty shut church down that day. And they had like a board meeting to figure out if Miss Johnson should still be teaching Sunday school.
Damn.
Y'all had to bring her down, yo. But yeah, my Aunt Betty did that. Now the second one was my grandma. My grandma and I weren't really close, but I was going to school or college out in Seattle. So she calls me one day and says that she wants to pick me up and take me to breakfast. It was like maybe a week before I left. I'm like, all right. So she took me down to the Marble Ranch down in Reading, and she started talking to me, and she was like, listen, you about to go out there into the world, and you're going to be by yourself.
Right.
So you're going to really have to figure out who you are. But she based it on more like race. And she was like, you can have all the money in your bank account. You can have the best job, the biggest houses, the cars, whatever. But to some white people, you're still going to be a nigger.
Yeah.
And she was like, and you are not a nigger.
Right.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I was like shocked, whatever. Like she was saying this, I'm like, Grandma, I said, Grandma, I didn't know you cared. Like, like, what's going on? She's like, even though we don't agree with O'Shine, you still my grandbaby. Right. Okay, Grandma. Keep the lesson going. So she was like, so you're gonna have to work harder. Mm-hmm. And she didn't lie.
Right.
And it's sad that we still have to teach generation and generations the same lesson.
Right. You think we would have progressed by now, but we didn't have to?
Yeah, we didn't really progress. You know what I mean? And the way things going on now is like, what the fuck? Are we going to have lynching coming back, and then people getting lynched now? You know what I mean?
All suicides.
Yeah. So, by department, federal department that really don't care about black folk, which you never really did care about black folk. Mm-hmm. But she didn't lie. So those type of lessons, really helped me through my faith walk, So that's mine. All right, so your question, quick. Hit me up.
My question is, in your opinion, what are the pros and cons in the LGBT community?
The pros and cons. Well, I think that, there's still a lot of, the cons to me at times, there's still a lot of like division within the LGBTQI, whatever, community. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, it's still like, in a way, like segregated.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, we're all not together. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? There's still like racism and class still within that group.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's it's a con. It's a con to me. The pros is, people are willing to fight for, marriage equality. Like the Supreme Court just passed that you can't be discriminated at your job. So I mean, there's some strides to it, but there's still a lot of work to do.
Right.
So that's mine. What are yours? What do you think?
Oh, I feel the same way. This division racially, especially. Oh, I'm not sure if Mimi ever told you that story, but there's this one time. You know how Sisters is, right? You know Chancellor Street, right?
Yeah.
Was it Chancellor or Juniper Street that Sisters was on? I think it was Chancellor, whatever the
I
fuck.
think it's Chancellor.
Yeah,
That alleyway, right? That little.
one way, yeah.
Yeah.
We was going down. No, I thought it was a two-way, but I guess it was a one-way because we was going.
Yeah, it's like a one way, and then there's one like this.
Right.
That's where the parking lot is.
The parking lot is right. Well, he's going this way, and there's this white guy in the car who's gay. He was gay. He pulled up, but Mimi's like, he was like, "You need to move your car." So Mimi's like, "No, I'm not moving my car." And he's like, "You need to move the hell out the way." And he's like, "No." So once she refused to move. She did not move. This fool had to move his car. He had to drive. He had a low boy too. He had to drive on the curb, and and by the time he got past us, he said, "Nigger!" So I jumped out the car and ran up this car, but he pulled off.
Then you got running like that.
Yeah, motherfucker. He was out too. But I'm like, see, this type of shit, it's like, for one, why do we, like, shit like that still exists? It's like, the Black Pride thing, I'm like, why does this separate prides instead of one pride? You got Black Pride in April, and then you got Outfest, or whatever, the regular pride, whatever, during the summer, and in October. So you technically got two prides. It's like, why isn't it just one for all of us to come together? I just I feel division. I feel certain people within the group, like you said, it's like classism. Look down on us. I honestly feel like they look down on us. Like it's like, all right, well, we're in the same boat, so, but some people have better opportunities than others. The pros is like, when it's time for us to come together, we come together. Like it's cool. Like I can't say I never had an issue when we at Outfest, other than when we see people, the Bible thumpers that come down there that's judging and that's surrounded by the cops. Like that's the only thing I see. But other than that, when we're together out there, I don't see people fighting like that unless it's alcohol involved. But I don't see it like bad to the point where it's like riot police had to come down and separate us, The progressions, like you said, with marriage, I see that. But other than that, I don't see anything else. That's why I be so confused when blacks, like our people, be like, well, the gay people, they get everything, and I'm like, well, no, we just started getting certain protections like that we had as black people for all these years. Now it just went up to LGBT. That's the only difference. We had affirmative action for years. We had all these civil rights cases that put us black people in a certain predicaments that we are today. Now, as far as classism, where people are stuck in this fucked up system where you gotta beg to get food stamps sometimes, or your shit get cut off and you didn't do nothing wrong, they just cut your shit off and you gotta go all the way down to the office just to beg to get it shut back on and provide additional documentation you didn't have to provide, or they lose your documentation that you provided. It's a lot of stuff that people like have to go through. But I don't know. I just feel like we have a long way to go. I think we have a long way to go. I don't think, like, even though we can get married, we can adopt, okay. I still feel, and we can't get fired for being who we are. That's a good thing. But I think we have a long way to go as far as communicating and understanding, because we do have a tendency, like, especially like, let's say certain prides, end up fucking shit up for no fucking reason. No fucking reason whatsoever. Like the Black Pride in Baltimore we went to. They fucked that whole thing up. And especially, I'm telling you, they do. And on top of that, I don't like how certain club owners, especially who's not LGBT, they take advantage of the LGBT community as just like a money thing, but have us in these fucking half-ass clubs with pissy-ass fucking water on the floor and unsanitary conditions and stuff. And like we're supposed to be fine with it because we're a minority. Like we seen it at Libations. Libations had to fuck that sink would never run right. That sink will be like, it would never run. You can't really wash your hands. There's no really any soap in there. You'd be lucky if you had tissue in there. I would hold my piss if I could till home. Like it's like it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that.
Yeah, I remember going to that.
There was one time we went in Baltimore, and like there was sewer water all down the aisle, and people were still walking in to go in the club. No.
You know what? Your damn shoes pissy. Walking around like people like, you so pissed?
Like
Dunkin' Donuts.
Come on, girl, that's a hallway. Like I'm telling you, it was like, and it was like, what's going on? It's like the toilet broke in one of the bathrooms, so the toilet water's coming down the hallway or whatever. So I'm like, so y'all don't close? Y'all just keep the shit open, and we supposed to just slosh through pissy water? Like, no.
Yo, someone, like, I remember going to that because we're trying to like find other clubs to go to other than Sisters.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, we'll go back to Sisters.
Right? Sisters, they kept that shit right. Like at least they had the bathroom people that go in and make sure everything, not only for people to get out of the damn stalls, but they made sure that the shit was straight somewhat in there. We didn't have to deal with that shit. But you go to like
we didn't have to worry about getting shot, stabbed,
right,
spit on. Yeah.
But other places, they honestly use us as the money grab because they know that's where we would go. But no.
I'm like, nah, I got goals tomorrow. I ain't got time.
No.
To figure out where the X is at because I'm like you're here shooting and shit.
Yeah. I just like honestly, there's progress. I would like people to be more open-minded. Like all this gay shit is nothing new. It is nothing new, but y'all constantly act like it is year after year with the same shit. Guess what? One dike fucking falls, another one springs up. You know what I'm saying? You probably have a dyke or a dude in your family that's gay and won't tell y'all until he gets out of the closet and you're like, oh my God. But guess what? We're never gonna go anywhere. As much as y'all don't like us, we're never gonna go anywhere. Get used to it. Shit.
I remember when I was at college, right? There was a guy named Bonyo, right? He was from Papua New Guinea.
Bullwinkle.
What's his name? Huh? His name is Bonyo.
Oh, I thought you said Bullwinkle, like the car.
No, he's Bonyo. And this is when I was at school in Seattle, whatever. And he was like from the indigenous tribes, whatever. Like he looked like he had like a pirate of the Caribbean, like the hat kind of fro looking.
Mm-hmm. And
then he would have like little strands of like dreads coming out in the back and shit. Like and that nigga, yo, he stunk so bad. Like, yeah, he stunk so bad. So for some reason he like got a crush on me or whatever.
Why you say it like that?
Cause he did. And like when his wife,
he just has a crush on you.
I don't know why, but he just like he would like during lunch, he would come like, "You want to go play ping pong?" And I'm like, "Nah, I don't have Tylenol for my head from the smell." No, like I would say shit to him, like to leave me the fuck alone. You know what I mean?
Right.
So one day he came to me because he was like, you know, all gays and lesbians, they should be put on an island so they can die off. And I was like, you do know that heterosexuals make gay and lesbians.
Right. Right.
So we gonna be on an island together.
Right.
What do you think humanity? The fuck, Bonyo? Go find some soap. You come with this shit, nigga. I'm trying to guide you to CVS to get soap. Okay, here you come with your bullshit. They go somewhere, and then like his wife came to visit, and he did not want me around his wife. Because I was like pretty much the only black person there. And like, I guess she was like, "Ooh, bad people." So she always wanted to be around, and he would like try to cut the conversation short. He would come get her, and then one night she like snuck up to my room and wanted to talk to me, whatever. She's like, "I don't know, like Bonyo, don't want me talking to you." And I'm like, because he wanted some coop from me. Like, she was like, coop. I was like,
you did not say that. You didn't say that.
I was like, yeah, your husband was trying to come at me really hard. Even to the point he didn't make no damn sense about setting gays and lesbians on a damn island so they could die off. Yeah, he did not want me around. Yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, Bonyo.
Was he Russian?
Yep.
Is that a Russian name or Ukrainian name?
No, he was from Australia. He was like part of like the indigenous tribes and all that.
He's Aboriginal?
Yeah. Huh? Dark like us. Yeah. His wife dark. Yo, his wife was. You ever see Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
You know those like tall ass trees that be walking and shit. That's how tall she fucking was. And she had like the perfect afro. She was like a fucking, triple X size microphone. Like she, and she was lengthy. Like she was this, yeah. But she was pretty though. And she's like, you know what? I think, and then she started telling me about the abuse that he put her through.
Probably talking stuff.
Huh?
Was it physical or mental?
I think it was both. Like she told me that
that's probably
Bonyo wasn't sending money back home. He stopped. He was spending it on like women.
Oh, so he got was showing off.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And she had to go to the church to ask for money to help feed her and her kids. And then the pastor called him and asked him, why is this happening? He went the fuck off on her. Mm-hmm. Yep. Uh-huh.
That's out of pocket.
And then like he was upset that I told the professor what he was trying to do, like coming at me and all that shit. So they called him into a meeting, and like 2 days later in class, he was out of nowhere. He was like, he raised his hand. He was like, "There's somebody on this campus that works for the devil and wants to bring me down." And I was like, "That would be me." Yep. I'm trying to bring him down because he's trying to commit adultery with me.
So as you can see, that will never happen.
Yeah, like, yo, he was so fucking mad, yo. He was so fucking the devil. That would be me, dog. Mm-hmm. And everybody looked at him like, "Oh shit." I'm like, I don't give a damn. Let his sins be known. Tired of his shit. If he can say that shit out loud, I can say my truth.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. He was pissed. Oh, he was so fucking mad. He came in the room, threw his book bag down. Somebody on this campus is working for the devil to bring me down. Because they called him to a meeting to leave me alone.
That's good though. It needed to be said.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's do 2 more questions.
All right. Wait, did we ask 2 more questions? I have one. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, go ahead. Do it.
No, I already did mine. Didn't I? Yeah, pros and cons of LGBT.
Oh, yeah. All right. Okay, how about this? How important trust is in your relationship? How important is it?
It's a huge thing. It's very, very important. Trust. And respect. Not respect like you listen to me, you do what I say. But it's just like you gotta have some sort of respect for your significant other. If you work, gotta make the effort to want to keep that shit going, because it's easy to get caught up in the honeymoon phase and think that's it. That you're gonna have that honeymoon phase feeling forever, but it's not. That shit dies off, and then it really gets into the work part. And the people that I've chose in the past wasn't like either putting any effort or didn't have a certain amount of respect for me, and I just gave up and didn't give a fuck no more, and I didn't put any effort at all. And I should have just deaded the situation instead of just trying to carry it on, hoping it's going to change. When it was. So trust is a huge thing, and a lot of, I would say, I put my trust in the wrong people. It's a huge, huge thing for me, though, for any future Joan that I may choose. For on a serious topic, on a serious note, it's a huge thing for me. If I can't trust you, I don't even want to be bothered. If you ain't trying to be my equal, or at least my equal, as far as like the type of mindset or whatever that, you know what I'm saying, the type of shit I'm going for, then there's no point. It's no fucking point in even trying to do anything. It's no point. It's none. Nope.
Yeah, trust is, it's one of the main things, because it's like your spouse or your partner is like the closest to you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, if I have the person who's closest to me, that means they see me. I mean, that means I'm vulnerable too. You know what I mean? So it's like you standing there in front of them butt ass naked. I mean, not to have sex, but just butt ass naked, being vulnerable. You know what I mean? And like, and then you turn around and like, that's why I think cheating is so disrespectful. It's just so disrespectful to me. Like, you got a person that's trying to give you 100, and here you are running around and shit.
Yeah.
That just, I don't know. That's just wrong to me. Like, how can we sleep in the same bed and I can't trust you? You know what I mean? I can't trust you with my joys, my fears, my uncertainties, my craziness, you know, pulling things together, you know, to make it work. Trust has to be there.
Yeah.
Because I can't trust you, I can't lay down with you. Right. Nothing. I don't even want like really laugh with you. Because you're gonna have you want to have on your mind constantly like what they up to. You know, I gotta prepare myself for when it comes out, and that's too much. I mean, life is already like, that's too much.
Right.
It's like, nah, I gotta like, I trust the hell out of Kim. You know what I mean? So, yeah, the trust thing, yeah, it's big.
It's really huge.
Are you want to do one more or what?
Yeah, well, mine was like, you know, it was serious. It wasn't a question. It's just like a funny story time, like, you know, to lighten the mood. Any funny story?
Any funny story?
Okay, I know. Let me rephrase that. Can you see yourself having kids? And if you do, would you would you be the one carrying it?
I mean, I get a hypothetical, but a real no, because the
Oh,
issues with
my
yeah,
bad.
the issues that going on now, yeah.
I forgot
And
about
I'm too broke to like, adopt. Um, if
that.
I did was to have kids, what was it? If I had kids, what?
No, can you see yourself having kids or taking care of a kid? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, can you see
Um,
yourself, you and Kim get married? Can you see y'all having a kid? Like, seeing you raising a child? What doesn't matter if she's carrying or if you're fostering, whatever. Can you see yourself raising a child?
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, because to be honest with you, like pets are like kids.
right.
You know what I mean? So we both are parenting, Miley and Roscoe.
Mm,
I mean, we have our different ways of doing things, which is okay. You know what I mean? It's fine.
right.
She's more like the disciplinarian one. I'm more like the jokes they're playing around. But if I do like discipline, they're like, I just gotta say, when we give Mr. Respect, and they just stop like that. And Roscoe's ears go all the way down, and they look like he ain't got no ears. His eyes go like this and shit, and he walking like, get the fuck out of here.
It's going down.
Or if Molly gets in trouble, Roscoe's like, let me get the fuck out of here because she gonna think of the shit I did yesterday. This is Molly's turn to get an ass whooping, not mine. Mr. Respect is not for me.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I can see it, and the funny thing is like they know like her style and they know my style.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like, so yeah, I think so. You want kids? Wait, for a little while you were being a parent.
Yeah, I was a step parent. I don't want no kids.
Wait. Did that relationship kind of like steer your way, or
Yeah.
you're like, nah,
Like, at one
I'm
point,
good.
I regret what like my decision I did with my baby like years ago. Yes, I do. That I think about that all the time. But as of right now, how I feel, I can't see me. Mm-mm. I don't want to have any kids. No. Like even though our shit was on and off for like almost 7 years, you know, it's just the experience. I will always value the experience that I had of that, of somewhat raising these kids.
Mm-hmm.
I would say the last go round, I wasn't in it at all to even care. Honestly, I wasn't even focused on my relationship. I wasn't even in it as much as I thought I would be. Because I just felt like even though everything, she moved back in, or we got this place together, and it was just like she was still doing the same decisions from the previous time, and I just felt like, oh, we're going through this shit again. So it's like nothing changed. So I'm like, whatever, and I just didn't give a fuck. Like I honestly didn't give a fuck. I wasn't there for my poo face like I should have. I wasn't there for you know the oldest kids. And one of the oldest kids, he never lived with us previously, so this go around was his first time. Like I didn't even make his experience fine. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's like me and their mom issues was like it carried on to how I interacted with them. I was more so like disciplinarian. Like I was more harder on them as far as doing, the chores and stuff. But as far as like spending time or whatever, I was not. I was not. I was not. I would go to work, come home, and be right in my room just to relax, whatever. And I just didn't. I wasn't in it. I was not in it because I carried how we ended for other times to this one. Oh, I see you.
Yeah, there's any pictures.
Yeah. Okay, cool. But yeah, do I regret not doing that for them this go around, the third go around? Yes, I do. But after all that, I honestly, I can't see me having kids. Do I see myself getting married? Not even getting married, but I can see me like settling down with someone and just being.
Mm-hmm.
I will be extremely picky. I'm not going to be as trusting up front. Okay, Blazer. Yeah. All right, cool.
I mean, I thought about having like little woodies around or whatever, but I don't know. But at the same time, I think like you should also be like financially stable. You should be.
This is like the same. Yeah, I'm financially stable. Not just that, 'cause a lot of things we were connected on the same level. It was just as far as how to be in a relationship, how to treat each other in a relationship. Like she would make decisions on her own without actually us having a conversation as one. It's just like, oh, I made this decision, so this is what it is, and you just got to deal with it. No, it's not. That's not how it works. And it's just the fact that she was still doing that, and then just dipping off to go, you know what I'm saying, go back down to Georgia, and you know, it would be a constant thing. I'd be like, yo, like even before you got back, I'm like, yo, you want to stop doing all that? Because like, that shit was annoying. Because you didn't really give me a reason why, like you moved all the way up here, but you keep going back down there. So what was the whole point of you moving?
Right.
You should have just stayed down where you're at. Like, no. It was like I was a crutch. I was the doormat, and I got tired of being a doormat, and just didn't give a fuck no more. I didn't give a fuck. I honestly didn't give a fuck. I wasn't playing my part as a mate at all. This go around. Oh, look at it! Look at my son.
Oh yeah, that shit. Oh, wait. Funny story. Yo, everybody gotta listen up. This shit's hilarious. This is when Liz decided to like cut off her Trey Songz braids.
I had
and look like what she looks like right now. So she met my nephew. He was like, how old was Nuggie?
Baby.
Yeah, he was like 4 or 5 months old. Mm-hmm. And like you and me came down to Reading to our mom's house. We would go out and hang out, whatever. Mm-hmm. And this was when Nuggie was starting to like say like mama, dad and shit. Wow. And then he saw you.
Wow.
Yo, he saw you and reached out, was like, dad. And I was like, damn, Liz, you were not pretending. Like you really like you got the baby.
Dude, I get asked about trans all the fucking time. I'm like, no, I'm not. Like I went to a barbecue with my peoples one time, all the way in North Philly, near Erie Ave. And it was a block party. It was nothing but gay people there. And I'm like, I was talking to the stud. I'm like, we just having a conversation. She was like, yeah, you're trans, right? I'm like, no, I'm not. I said, all I got is I got little titties, and I still got my vagina. I just got a short haircut, and I'm, you know what I'm saying? That's it. Nothing.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, that's my son. Remember, I was wheeling him around the mall. Like, this son. He looks so big. How old is he?
He is 13, 14 now.
You lying? Get out. My son is a teenager after all these years. Go ahead.
I know. You know what I mean? You raised him right.
I did from a distance. I was the dyke father. I'm kidding.
All right, I'm gonna send you a picture of me getting dressed for my prom, but you can't put it up on the intro. I'm gonna send it to you though.
Wait, are these pictures I'm putting up on the intro?
Yeah, remember you said to send
Yeah.
intro?
I'm saying that the pictures with so the pictures with you and Kim and you and my son.
I'm looking for the other one, but I'm gonna send you one, but you can't put it up.
Okay.
All right. This is me get ready for my prom.
Okay. Get out.
Yeah.
Oh.
I know, right? Those were the days. That's my day. Those were the days.
Sitting on the toilet.
Yeah, I wasn't going to the bathroom though.
I know.
But my mom was like, let me take a picture.
That's a real church bathroom.
The fuck? Alright, whatever.
It's pristine. It's white and pristine. My grandparents was like that too. Yeah, man. Oh, look at you. I wish I could put this up here.
I know, right? It's just that was me back in the day.
Go ahead.
Doing my thing.
You got enough hair, you can still put the curls in there, you know.
And that was all my hair.
Right. I believe you.
That was all my hair. Like that was it.
Mm-hmm.
And people were like surprised that it wasn't.
Oh, they thought it was a weave.
Yeah.
See, I had my hair, but they added a weave. That's when I loved Aaliyah. That was my baby girl. I loved her, and I wanted that Aaliyah John. But I got something completely different than what I wanted. I guess my mom didn't have the money. I told you I took that shit out the next day. Hey, that shit going up. I don't you, bro. That shit gonna be good. Now, what do you think? I'm thinking, should we put it on here or create a whole new one? Are you fine with putting it on here?
Which one?
My page, the channel.
Oh, you put on yours?
Okay, I'll make it sure.
Just put like, you know how you have like playlists, whatever?
Yeah.
Just put it in the just put like Bridging the Gap podcast.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't get that. Then when people be up here, oh shit, I have created playlists, but it's random shit.
I know, I was looking at it today. I was like, you the one with like the tempo and shit, you're like, what the fuck?
I have 30 playlists.
It's
but
like,
no, my playlist was public. I just thought my playlist was like, you know, just a reminder. Like I just use my playlist as a reminder for me to go back later on to check them out. And of course, I never did. But I guess I gotta delete all these Jones because. News to the temple. What temple?
it's like under what the fuck playlist.
Oh shit, for real?
Yeah. I was like, what the hell?
Oh shit. I got damn it. All right. Yeah, I gotta update this John because I'm like, I don't see people have their playlists and stuff, and I'm like, well, I'm like, what are they doing? I guess that's so. Wait, so the playlist option is not even for your personal stuff. It's for people to what?
Like you have like the ones that you do for like reactions, right?
What do you mean?
Like all your reactions could go into a playlist.
Oh, so I can create one by saying like, oh, so for reactions and then podcasts. Like,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, like put all the Bridging Gap podcast in that playlist. You know, you can do like all your reactions.
Really cool. All right, we're gonna delete all this shit. Delete all that shit, Piggy. I guess you never seen that meme. But yeah, man, like this is a lot of shit I gotta delete.
And then like when we have more people like looking at whatever, we can like have them like send us questions.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Like we have like send us questions, like we can have like, you know, a certain topic to talk about, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So that's episode 1.
Yes. Officially.
The other one was like we were just like running around and shit.
The other one we did
randomly.
random as hell. We did all sorts of shit within a span of hours. How long was he on there?
Like 2 hours.
Random.
That's why I was like, yo, call the video random. Like we were doing this, we were doing that.
Oh, and I didn't tell you, I figured out how to do the OBS joint, but other than the pausing and stuff, I had the wrong OBS downloaded.
Damn.
Because the other OBS is for streaming. I'm like, I'm not trying to stream, I just want to record reactions. So I was able to get a little bit further, but it doesn't let me pause, you know what I'm saying, pause to talk.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm gonna get there. I'm getting there little by little, but I'm like, watch. Either way, the views is going up, man. Subscribers is on it.
Yeah, you almost at what, 200 now? What 199?
I'm at 214.
Good.
Yeah, man. If you tell me to react to easy game, I'm gonna do that. But I don't want it to be all easy. It's gonna be a mixture of stuff. It'll be our podcast, music, us, even us to talk about. Because I like how you sent the song, what's that song that you wanted me to react to?
Oh yeah, with Yeba.
Yeah, I always wanted this like us to like get like a compilation of people that we should listen to and just us react to them.
Yo, Yeba's the shit, yo.
Right.
I fucks with Yeba.
Yeba.
Yeah. So that concludes our first episode.
Yes, that concludes our first episode because you know this life, my people's got stuff to do. I have this one to feed, I guess.
Molly and Roscoe now like, yo, we gotta go to the bathroom.
Oh, you gotta walk them?
Huh?
You gotta walk them right now?
No, you take them out back in the backyard.
Okay. Yeah, that's what. This one cracked me up because I'm like, you be in the backyard, you can easily take a smash, but you whine for me to come in, pick you up, bring you upstairs for you to go and piss and shit and fucking whatever that is. You know what I mean? The litter box.
Like when we gotta take him out, like Molly can go outside without a leash, Roscoe can't go outside with a leash. Because if Roscoe goes outside with a leash, he just jumps out and says barking and shit like, who the fuck out here? Who out here? He don't care if the kid or the stroller, nothing like that. He don't give a damn.
Come at people mad.
Huh?
Like Roscoe's the one like that?
Yeah, Molly's not.
Cause Molly be chilling. Roscoe's aggressive as shit. Like this.
Roscoe's some other shit.
Like, I don't like you. I don't like you. I don't like you. You cool.
Yeah, like you don't care if he could be a baby. Like he bit a stroller one time. Like, what the fuck, Roscoe?
It's a fucking baby, Roscoe.
The baby's like, ah! I was like, I'm so sorry. Roscoe, get the hell off that damn stroller. That's why none of the dogs on the block fuck with Roscoe.
He doesn't look big though.
Nobody likes him. None of the dogs like him.
Well, none of the dogs like Scrappy. Scrappy was a whole weirdo. I remember I tried to get Scrappy some yams, and the girl didn't even want to be around him. The girl dog. I tried to get him yams twice. He was so anxious. The girl dogs be looking like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, chill. Like, what are you? I was a pussy. Chill out, nigga. Damn. Where'd you get this motherfucker?
Yo, Scrappy was. Yo, that night when we came out from the club and he was fucking the pillow I was sleeping on.
Yeah.
And I woke up my head like this and shit. What the fuck? Wake up, Scrappy just go to business on his fucking pillow.
Yeah, it's fucking
Scrappy.
Sleep too.
Yeah, all of the pillow. I was like this. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he got a 2-for-1.
I was like, what the hell? And like, he didn't even stop. He just looked at me, kept going. Yelled at him. He like, we out of eye.
You're gonna watch.
Yeah, like we out of eye. He's still doing it. I was like, yo, I
shocked. Why you look shocked?
Cause who wakes up with their head going like this because the dog is fucking the pillow?
You did.
And then you yell at the dog to stop that shit, and the dog's still going, and look, you guys are looking eye to eye.
Trevor was just disrespectful all the way around. I'll tell you what he did to his ex-pillow.
Yeah, he was.
She probably laid down on it and didn't even tell me. Because if he pissed on her pillow, she had to know about laying down on the fucking pillow. She had to. Ain't no way. Like, oh, I'm going to take a nap. This is a long day. Warm. I was like, you had to. That shit had to happen for you to be up here chasing him with a broom around the house. Ain't no way.
Look at Scrappy, yo. It's Scrappy. All right, let me take these dogs out.
All right, go ahead.
All right. You gonna put the video up today or what?
I gotta for one, I gotta edit. I gotta edit it.
All right.
Gotta edit that, and I gotta create the intro with both of our pictures on there. Ain't gonna say, but if not tonight, definitely tomorrow.
Well, let's see how it goes then. Let's see how people do it.
All right, got you.
All right,
bro.
All right, see you later. All right, peace.
Peace.